Fourth Rise down. There goes Kasim's with the grenade as well, and it's all over. Fourth Rise out of the match with just a single elimination that they manages to secure for themselves. But on the other side, we can see the DRS versus Knockout Esports finally getting into the tussle. Was that two? We just witnessed, but here we go. Killer YT is going to put a stop to it. Lord is going to go down, and it is Killer YT versus the entirety of Knockout Esports.
Lord got back-to-back a nade knock, followed up with a car knock. Like the guy was crazy. He had to put an end by Killer eventually. There you go. The rest of DRS are going to be joining up. Delta gets to drive on over, jumps into the car. Killer playing absolute ninja moves on the enemies and gets the fourth elimination. And not only that, they can get back as a four-man team. Killer, the play of getting in the car to dodge that car was so well executed, and they will be looking healthy for the rest of this game.
Their player gets taken down. DRS is going to be the sole reason for that. They throw a Molotov right at the car to actually finish their knockout up at this point. But surprisingly, the guy is still alive over there. He's still breathing, but not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Cellcom DigiAlign, so very much down to the very last player. But aside from that, I can only see four, in fact, total teams still with the four-man, with the full squad. One of them is the DRS, and I have to commend them on the fact that
you could somewhat call it a 2-2 split. Example could very easily get to the extra fourth player of DRS, but here they do have this circle. They have a decent position in the northeastern side. No. DRS just send it in onto I8. You got to be careful though. He's got himself the DBS. Does get the knock, and he will be trying to confirm that elimination. Does get it done. Second elimination secured by I8. The rest of DRS here, sending it one by one. I have to say, not the best course of action for DRS, and unfortunately, because of that, 3 players up. The odds of a chicken dinner go down significantly after that engagement. Casanova, the final player of IA, is looking to hold down the fort, hold down the shed, as he will be going into hiding and maybe use up one of his first aids. And he just wants to stay in circle, outlive DRS, and hopefully start to get a few placement points here and there.
Yeah, at this point, survival is your best option, but I don't know what happened with the DRS, why they pushed it like this, the single guy. What was he thinking at? But I do love the send-in. I did love the send-in, though, the way he actually just slammed in without even stepping on the brake. But here we go. Delta is finally going to avenge his team member.
Especially with the ghillie suit. I thought it was an enemy. I was like, there's no way he just jumped over that car, but no, it was Killer going to pick him up. He is the Uber of DRS. As they go for this ridge is going to be insanely strong here for it, as they are looking to move forward while the fights are still happening to the west. And that is going to be it for I'm10 and his team as they get eliminated in top 5. Only 4 squads now remain competing for this chicken dinner today.
You know, I love the fact how DRS is actually going back and forth, picking their players up, getting more loot. And after getting those loots, they're going to move even further beyond. But I don't think at this point, Killer YT, you should be residing where you are right now, because you have put yourself in a really disadvantageous position. Red zone, they're definitely gonna spot you at this point. You are one up against all the 4 players of the team Red Zones at this point, and 60 FPS, he's cooking the grenade. Let him cook at this point. Demon and DRS, in fact, Demon has been eliminated. It is Red Zone and DRS down to the very last 2 teams, and Red Zone, they have been spotted. Delta and alongside of somebody at this point, they're shooting from one angle, whereas Killer, he is ready to take the action as soon as some more damage is being done upon on the player. So he's gonna throw that knife. Will it hit? Will it connect? The answer is no. Oh my god, imagine it had a connection on the player, but there we go. 60 FPS location, it has been revealed. The Killer YT is gonna seize that opportunity, gonna knock the player down. You need to get back from the buggy. You need to get out of that buggy's vicinity, because that buggy is smoking. But before that buggy can burst up, DRS is gonna seize that chicken dinner.
We'll decide to go head-to-head. That would be DRS right now, racking a lot of points as well. 8 elimination points, and now there's looking to assume some more. Here comes the dance with the DBS once again. Jump shot done, but Killer YT stabbing him in front was just like, the cherry on top there, eliminating INC now in the final stages.
Intense is going to be the right word to use here. DRS, though, I still cannot believe Killer got that knife elimination earlier. This guy is just built different, as they are going to be making the cross. DRS, we saw that mistake happen earlier. Please don't send it one by one. You need to send it as a full team. We don't want to lose players for no reason like this. DRS going to be losing one, and they are now down to a three-man team. The same mistake happens once again. I know you guys are known as the ghost of the mountains, but that mountain, you don't want to become a real ghost to make it up there. You want to make it as a team. You want to be alive and well. As now 7 Shaw, one player gets on knocked, and the rest of DRS should be looking to claim those 2 elimination points.
And again, DRS Gaming looking to score some more. I mean, there's 2 players from inside that building, right? And it's not looking too good for them. I mean, DRS definitely has their eyes set onto this 2 players. But XMPL, okay, just did a massive spray, but unfortunately did not even connect. So Swavel is still safe and alive. And I guess for RQ, they're also looking to knock down these 2 players coming from 7 Shore. I mean, they're going to be pretty easy targets here.
I'm not a fan of these smokes looking at what's happening. I mean, that's definitely a hiding spot. I swear, I love watching DRS play. You never know what they're gonna do next, but no one's gonna know someone's in there. The smokes are coming out for the side of 7 Shore. They're gonna know. There's no way.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
But they got the buggy over for 7 Shore. Ah, there we go. He gets on out. Here's Rick in the buggy trying to zoom on by up north. DRS keep the heat on these Western teams. But leaving this spot when you have a team's position right north of them, this is going to be a tough match for DRS to wrap it up.
Oh, but with that hiding spot, Killer Whitey, I think. Oh, what? He got spotted from there? Wow, amazing. But anyway, DRS now, I think they will leave that player behind as they make their way inside. Delta getting some damage, so same thing goes for SMPL, but here comes the charge now. Delta was able to take over that little shack right there, which is, I guess, a good spot for now. But then again, 1 Molly, 1 nade can eliminate both of these players coming from DRS. But then again, looking at the elimination points, 12 in total, this is already a quite strong performance for them.
It's a sizable performance for DRS. That's definitely true. But what do you do now for DRS? This circle hates DRS. They've been really struggling to get into the position to play out this game. Delta able to get himself an amazing angle, able to get the flush even way. Actually, if they able to get so many eliminations like this, up to now 13, maybe they can create a bit more space for them to then transition with a car. Luckily enough, they got a bunch of cars. They should be one that's in decent working condition. And also a bit of loot of that fallen enemy they were able to secure. But can they actually get in circle here, Red? If they make it and get the win, I would be so damn impressed. But they do have smokes.
Oh.
So that will make it a little bit easier to make it to the play zone.
Oh, Matt. He's fishing out some players. Unfortunately for Frankie, that was the end of the line for him. But you did ask about DRS, if they're going to be making it inside the circuit. I think not, because that could be hard. I mean, looking at these 2 players, and Red Zone Esports doing an amazing job with the gatekeeping situation. I mean, of course, we're not discounting the fact that perhaps, they could win this fight up against Red Zone. But then again, it will take, quite a miracle for them to even get into the safe zone. But let's see, what kind of fight they're gonna put up against Red Zone as they make their way in. Delta with a DBS can even shut down a player here.
No way!
I think he was able to answer that question.
There is no way that worked out. Delta able to find himself just a little bit of hiding spot behind those rocks. They get the elimination. RQ also getting decimated on the other side of the river. And DRS now have found a place to call home. They even get million! They get 15 possible eliminations, maybe 16 if they can find Luke 60 FPS in the process of that transition. Delta, an example, are mad this game. 5 eliminations apiece, 3 for Killer and 2 for the extra player who, I don't know how to pronounce his name. And they also have a loot crate. Imagine they find an MG3 in the loot crate now. Now, they have to win if they get the MG3. It's a must-win chicken dinner for DRS. Come on, guys.
Oh, yes. Especially that they've already set up the momentum right here. They're putting up a great show. DRS not disappointing their fans. Watching here inside Stallions series, but Delta XMPL, this is the the dynamic duo, highly decorated soldiers. But if since Lux already has the idea where DRS is currently camping, right? They're on prone. Will he be able to at least shut down one of them? Could he spot the push, if ever? Because that could, mean great things for Red Zone if he can actually shut down DRS at that point or at this point in the game.
Could be, but the main issue is going to be this Harry Potter tower here that Assassin of Demon Esports just secured. That is going to be pivotal. And it's going to be clearly the win condition for Demon Esports if they want to win this game. Holding down that position is going to be an important. Example will get dropped by Luke. Ooh! And he does get avenged by Delta. Can he get the res or was he flushed out? I'm not too sure. Yeah, Example was indeed flushed out of the game. So it's just going to be a final single player of DRS to try and climb his way right up to that chicken dinner. But PIR, they have no idea. That nade could be massive if it hits. Unfortunately, no damage will come on through. And Choco will be joining up onto PIR. Delta, though, his position was given away to Demons. Demons know Delta's right there. And I think at this point, you want to leave Spins fight Demon Esports. And then maybe during that madness, while it unfolds, maybe you can snatch away the win. Because that nade does a lot of work off Demons.
Yeah, but Demon right now is in between Spins and Delta, I can say. There's quite a chance for Spins to actually put down a couple players, at least coming from the side of Demon. Demon right now, they could grow a pair of eyes at the back of their heads just to manage two teams here. And there you go. One of them already knocked down, coming from Choco. So Delta would definitely capitalize on this information. And just so Delta again with an accurate nade. We're looking at Assassin right here, last remaining player. And look at that, unsolicited help, coming from the other side. Delta goes in with a massive spray, but wasn't able to put down Assassin just yet, although he was able to inflict a lot of pain. And I think this is going to pave the way for Spins to just get the job done as well.
A little bit of an unfortunate spray for Delta. Choco is there to clean it up for Spins. It's now turned up into a 1v2. Delta's able to get an extra knockdown. It's a 1v1. Choco versus Delta for the win. Get himself right behind that ridge. Dodges some of the incoming damage right behind that rock. He has the shotgun. Hits the shot. And Delta, the ghost of the mountains, to get themselves the 4th chicken dinner of day number 3 in the playoffs.
Now with the 4-man still standing, there's the DRS, there's Pablo Karma closing in, getting those knockouts on their sides, but Spins S1. Things are not looking good for them. This is the final match. Remember that. Remember that. This is the final match for you. Spins, you do not want to lose. You do not want to get eliminated this early on from this matches.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I mean, you're right. This is the final chance to kind of break the glass ceiling, right? For most of the teams, I can say. INC, Cito, RTG, early elimination, which brings us down to just 14 teams remaining, and we're looking at DRS once again. And, to be honest, DRS makes me so anxious. The fact that they've been racking a lot of points, or they racked up a lot of points from a lot of matches for today. And now that we are down to the final match this evening, looking pretty strong as always, crashing this compound. I mean, we can only see one play from a Spin right here, and they would, of course, try to flush them out. But what a counter, though, which automatically shuts down Killer Whitey. But then again, we're still looking at 3 members of DRS, affordable players, I can say. Now goes in for charge Delta with an M249. Aim was kind of off.
7 shores, beautifully done. But they couldn't survive all of their players.
Oh man, here we go. Another trade-off's been happening right in front of us, ladies and gents. DRS right now up against Team Chronicles. Batman, the Knight, the Dark Knight still currently on the ground, and a pickup could be impossible at this point because DRS Gaming is just seeing red here. I mean, obviously they are out for blood. They're still looking to get some more points, and there you go. Batman just got finished off by Delta. We can see Killer White. He's still trying to push, the remaining players of Team Chronicles out of this specific building by throwing in a lot of nades, obviously disorienting them. And, of course, in just a while, we are waiting for that push to happen. I am 20% health here. He's going in for the charge with an S12K, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to put anyone down from the side of DRS. And Uguay, the Enlightened one, what are you going to do in this situation? XMPL was able to get shut down because he was cooking the net and he wouldn't want to let go, but, XMPL is still quite safe because Delta is just right there, you know, beside him to pick him up.
The downhill side, I think a red zones as KO was shooting from the top angle, so he definitely got sandwiched on both sides, and that was the inevitable elimination for the team star. But now, we are actually at the 3-away deadlock, ladies and gentlemen. It is an equal 3-way deadlock. RG manages to take down one of the team Knockouts player. Second one gets taken down by the DRS killer YT. Oh no, this is not looking good, as that Knockout loses their players back and forth. It is Too Good and Freestyler, the only two guys right now that are going to be alive. But DRS, they have lost one of their player too. He is already knocked out as well, so someone needs to go over there, get the survival done. As Knockout Esports, they were looking at the DRS, but now they have their eyes set up on the
Ooh! Hey, DRS in the final 3 again, ladies and gents. This is a massive opportunity for them. If they can secure this chicken dinner, it will not only be their third win of the playoffs, but could also catapult them to the very top of the leaderboard. The final circle is going to be incredibly tense as they fight for a potential first place finish here for stage number 7. The pressure again is immense as we are down to the final 3 teams. DRS. Right now, we've got Knockout Esports, we've got RZ. Here comes a spray coming from Too Good, and it really was Too Good. Unfortunately, great follow through from Knockout Esports. If I'm not mistaken, they do have that great vantage point. But we're talking about a full squad here as well, coming from the side of DRS, and they're doing extremely well. I'm telling you, could this be the 3rd chicken dinner for the real soldiers?
Full supremacy? Come on, DRS, come on. Show us that full supremacy right here. Get those headshots connected up upon the players. 14 elimination. Lord is the last guy, XMPL. He was spotted, but it's too late as Example gets that final nail in the coffin on Knockout Esports. The fight is basically a 4 versus 2 red zone. Things are not looking for these guys as Ahmed gets knocked down. It is potentially down to the very last player, in which case the DRS is once again going to their victory. It's a winner chicken dinner for the DRS, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness, can somebody please, like what Max said a while ago, tell them to chill. Oh man, I don't know how else to call this one. Torix, you know, they did it again. They
be quickly in the circle to play off the entirety of their match and hopefully go for the win. Looking at DRS though, already got 1 elimination on board. The power looking good, and that's a clean spray coming out from the guy. I cannot say his name. Who is this? I can't say your name, man. I wish I could, but the DRS, that guy number 5, got the flush, and very nice elim. Good job.
Hey, Kakashi wouldn't be proud at you, Sasuke. But anyway, 17 teams still, ladies and gents. No one has gotten the boot just yet, but Killfit is definitely lighting up. We've got Mafia on the ground here, coming from 7 Shore. Now SI8 again. Already down to just 3 members here. Motu, oh, another one bites the dust, and I bet he's already out of the game as well. But we're waiting for the confirmation, of course. Just I'm looking at the screen here, and it keeps on lagging. So hopefully, I'm delivering, all of the right play-by-plays given the circumstances.
Oh, unfortunately, the lag is constant with Red. It seems that's well, hopefully it gets better as the day advances. But don't worry, you're doing just fine. You're doing a-okay. Though we're going to be having a big push of DRS happening on the northern high ground. And DRS now still have 4 players alive. Killer taking a ton of damage, but his teammates are there to back him up. And that's going to be knockout. They're losing some extra players. And things are not quite going their way. And we do have a very, very good initiation of DRS. Looking for the 2 final players. They are Freestyler and also Alpha Boy. Though the util, I think he heard the pin. Example, being respectful, like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that nade. Goes on back, waits for his teammates to go for the re-engage, possibly. But I do see further in the background, a team could possibly go for a third party. And as unfortunately as I say that, Crypto gets knocked down for I8 and might get flushed in the coming seconds.
To be honest, I have a strong feeling for the boys of DRS to, really come off victorious from this fight. Not just only from this fight, but for the entirety of the playoffs. I mean, you've got 4 tries, but I feel like DRS is going to be reclaiming their spot since they ended that, day number 1 at the top. But Batman, oh, man, the Dark Knight is not really doing too good as he got sent back to the lobby here. Same thing goes with Hasib and Alpha